Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see, we've got Paladin Shepherd, affectionately known as Pal to those of us in ICOP, playing in his Tier 9 Musashi. The matchmaking here is, well, it's pretty darn good. No Tier 10s, so he's top tier. There is a Graf Zeppelin on the opposing team. That is always a threat to battleships. Pal has spawned south of the Alpha Cap. In his group, he has Helena, Miyoko, and Colorado. Torpedo threats on the enemy team, well, Yudachi. Only one DD per team, but Albemarle has torpedoes. Atlanta has torpedoes, but if the Atlanta gets close enough to use those torpedoes, it will probably get blapped. Lazo also has torpedoes with, 8 kilometers of range on the Lazo. So, the enemy team is not entirely without torpedo threat, but it's minimal. Scharnhorst can always make a YOLO rush in, but not a whole lot of torpedo threat, although if Pal finds himself close enough, there are threats. You can see Scharnhorst is moving this way. Lazo seems to be going center. Yudachi is center. And the friendly Kaga is doing a good job of giving us some idea of what the enemy team is doing here. Now, if you are not familiar, Musashi has big shells. But as you can, I'm sure, see, they take a long time to reach the target. And the Graf Zeppelin has decided that Pal will be the target. Yeah. 14,000 damage. That's not great. But no flooding, and that's really nice. Why is that important? Well, if there was flooding and Pal was forced to repair, then that opens the door to the enemy team to begin to spam HE to get Pal's ship burning, and he would have the cooldown period he would have to wait before he could stop the fires from burning. There's a Riga. Enemy Musashi, Scharnhorst, Albemarle. Looks like that is going to be what Pal has to contend with here. And you can see that if angled, the Musashi can hold up fairly well. Oh boy. Scharnhorst, are you really going to do that? Are you really going to show broadside to a Musashi? Yeah, 4,400 damage. That's not bad at all. Albemarle, that is just taking your life in your hands. This is going to be really ugly for the Albemarle. He's going to lose most, if not all of his hit points here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 2 Citadels, and Albemarle was forced to really pay a heavy price for backing out broadside in front of a Musashi. And you can see the Colorado has commented on that in the chat. So obviously Albemarle thought, well, I'll just throw my torpedoes in there, I'll catch that off guard. Well, it didn't work out very well. Looks like Riga's gonna do the same thing. Now Riga is at least angling here. Probably not enough. Oh my goodness, and he's turning back. Yeah, that's liable to be ugly. Oh, one overpen. Really? Bounced on the torpedo belt? RNG. PAL is wisely staying very well angled. Now waiting on the Scharnhorst to take his turn in the wheel of broadside amusement. Scharnhorst he's thinking twice about that, angling in and staying behind the rocks. You can see the enemy Musashi is starting to show a little bit of side, but he's still angled fairly well. PAL aiming a little bit high to avoid hitting the torpedo belt. And he only fires one set of guns on the forward turret. Maybe trying to bait Scharnhorst or Riga into showing more side. Now Riga's showing him on the side. Scharnhorst is slowing down. Looks like he's just going to try and help hang onto the cap. It's like a Riga radar. Not sure why. With only one DD per team. Maybe he's just trying to make sure whether he has the ability to maneuver there. Riga's nose in, so PAL has apparently decided he's going to get over here and try and put a hurt on the Scharnhorst. You can see the friendly CV is working on Albemarle. And this is liable to be it for the Scharnhorst. This range. Yeah, that's it for him. Nicely done, PAL. Yeah, there could be some torpedoes on the way, so PAL is angling to avoid those should they be on their way. Yeah, there they are. Albemarle has stuck his nose back out there, but manages to scoot back behind the island. While our hero, PAL, angles to avoid Albemarle torps. And he's bringing the forward guns around. Riga can spam HE, but short of a flat broadside, there's not a whole lot he's going to be able to do with his AP. Is Albemarle pushing out there? I guess he's just sitting there. Punch right through the nose. Yeah. Riga might be thinking I'll get close and I'll use those short-range torpedoes. I don't think he's going to get the chance. Granted, he's got 39,000 hit points. But at this range, if he shows side to use the torpedoes, well, that's going to happen. Maybe PAL will eat a torpedo here, but I can't imagine him eating more than one because he's angled well. And he's in big trouble. Albemarle's taking this opportunity to get out here and presumably throw his own torpedo. And this is going to be it for Riga. And that's it. Citadel right through the nose. That was just one set of guns. Two overpens. That's frustrating. The enemy team is coming after PAL in earnest now. And PAL has decided, I've had enough of this. Bringing the rear guns around. There are the torpedoes on the Albemarle. Might eat one here. But he finishes off the Albemarle. Does he want torpedo? He does have it. But he's going to wait until he can see that the enemy planes are moving away. Team's trying to shoot down some aircraft. Well, if you're keeping score, at this point, PAL has 118,000 damage, roughly. 3 kills. He shot down 8 aircraft. Landed 33 shells, 5 citadels, and wonder of wonders, he has 28 secondary hits at Musashi, which does not happen often. Enemy Musashi, that is an insane move by the enemy Musashi. 5 more citadels, and the enemy Musashi is gone. Yeah, that's, you just can't do that. Hal got himself very close to the island here, which doesn't leave him a lot of maneuvering room, but he has just enough to bring the rudder hard to port so that he can try to avoid eating all of the torps. He might still, but he's got to repair back up in just a few seconds. He won't even need it. Well, that's 190,000 damage, 4 kills. The enemy team is down 6 ships. Good guys are only down 3. Obviously, PAL has, well, he's done a lot of heavy lifting on this side. This tank 1.4 million potential. And the enemy CV has decided that this Musashi is the target. PAL lands yet another citadel, that's number 11. And that from 20 kilometers out. 4 more aircraft shot down, 5. And here come those attack planes again. 1 hit, but no fire started. And the CV is just sitting there waiting to get Citadel. Lazo is almost dead. I think PAL made a really, really smart decision going after the Zeppelin here. No Citadel, but still over 11,000 damage. Pretty hard to complain about that. Will he be able to get the cap? Yes, he's got the cap ahead of the torpedo strike. He still has a repair ready. He's going to eat 1 here, I think. No flooding. A little less lucky on the damage there, that volley. And this one's all over with shouting. Good guys still have 9 ships. The bad guys are down to 3. They have a commanding lead. They have all the caps. That could be it. Nope. Friendly Buffalo goes down, and that's going to be it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a Kraken, and the second wind talent is activated. Now you can see from the highest pennant there on the ship that PAL is running Yamamoto as his captain. But this game's not over yet. Enemy team still has 94 points. But we're getting to the point now where this could be over at any point, any second really. The Jean Bar is, well, he's still got 30,000 hit points. Massachusetts almost 40. Might be worth reinforcing that sector just to, nope, did it without it. Just to finish off those planes who were keeping him spotted. Jean Bar was angling accordingly, but now that he can't see him, a little tougher to judge. Jean Bar is still staying angled. I'm sure he'd much rather show side to the Neptune and Helena than to PAL. Oh, well, may have spoken too soon. Jean Bar finishes off the Neptune, but he's about to go down. Pal, thanks very much for sending in this replay file. This was great fun. Congratulations on a great game, and everybody, I'll see you next time.